back to my channel, Beacons of Light. Just be it your greatest self in this lifetime. You have greatness inside of you. Tap into her, bring her out, and rise above all challenges, circumstances in your lifetime. You came with everything you need to be your greatest versions. Have no fear, let love guide you. In fact, let the elements of fear be fire, earth, air, river, water that flows through your essence. Go out and be great. Elon Musk and Trump's relationship is not by accident. Elon Musk and Trump's relationship is not by accident. Follow the money, connect the dots. Please follow the money and connect the dots. This is not an accidental form of relationship. This relationship between Elon Musk and Trump is a perfect alliance or the perfect storm. Perfect alliance or perfect storm. Watch the video and I'll be right back. Trump just signed into law that will give white settlers in South Africa ultimatum over land. Now, he gave this order because he felt that white settlers in South Africa have been treated unfairly and that South African government is to blame. He is willing to withhold funding to major projects or organizations in South Africa if the South African government does not reposition white settlers or give them their lands, if they even lost their lands, back to them, and some other factors. Watch the video and I'll be back.
This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. President Trump ordered a freeze on all foreign aid to South Africa in an executive order Friday, claiming South Africa's white population's facing, quote, government-sponsored race-based discrimination. Trump has repeatedly criticized the new land reform law in South Africa, where the country's white minority still owns the vast majority of farmland 30 years after the end of apartheid rule. Trump wrote on his Truth Social account Sunday, South Africa is confiscating land and treating certain classes of people very badly, unquote. Trump has made the claim before. The South African government says it's part of a, quote, campaign of misinformation and propaganda, unquote. His order also claims South African leaders have, quote, taken aggressive positions toward the U.S. and its allies, citing its pursuit of genocide claims against Israel before the International Court of Justice. South Africans responded to the freeze of an estimated $440 million in U.S. aid. This is a woman seeking her regular treatment for HIV/AIDS when she realized the clinic was closed. She spoke with Sky News Africa correspondent Yusra El-Baghi.
Are you trying to go to the clinic?
Yeah.
It's closed.
What happened?
I mean, the U.S. aid funding has been frozen, so they're closing down clinics. Do you have alternatives?
I don't know. I'm going to ask next door. Hopefully they'll be able to assist me. If they can't, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Serious. What will I do? There's nothing.
Trump's order also offered refugee status in the United States to white South Africans, Afrikaners, who are, quote, victims of unjust racial discrimination. But many in the right-wing white lobby groups say they want to stay and focus on ending black majority rule. All of this comes as the South African-born billionaire, the richest man in the world, Elon Musk, now a leader in Trump's administration, has said white South Africans have been the victims of, quote, racist ownership laws and accused the post-apartheid government of anti-white racism. Last week, Musk's 78-year-old father, Errol Musk, said an advisor to South African President Cyril Ramaphosa asked him to help.
I was asked if I can arrange a quick talk between Ramaphosa and Elon last night. So I said, all right, so I did. And then they spoke a few minutes later, and it's on my phone. I can only imagine that Elon would have said, look, we want to help you, but you have to quit this, war on white people in South Africa.
Elon Musk is Elon Musk's father. Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, has increasingly embraced far-right leaders and conspiracy theaters, the some have linked to his roots in apartheid-era South Africa. In a minute, we'll also look at how Musk is part of the PayPal mafia of libertarian billionaires with roots in South Africa under white rule, who now hold powerful positions in the tech industry and politics and surround the White House. But we begin in Johannesburg with Trevor Ngwane, Soweto-based activist and chair of the United Front, umbrella body of community and labor organizations. Welcome back, Trevor, to Democracy Now! Talk about the effects of this immediate cutting off of all U.S. aid to South Africa, your country.
Thank you, Amy. Yeah, it's terrible because remember that there's a lot of programs here which rely on American funding, primarily the HIV program, PEP4. 17% of the programs are funded by money from America. And with one stroke, all that those services were stopped because no money came through and millions of people are suffering, including other community, social, and health programs. So this is very bad for the people here in South Africa.
I mean, it's very interesting you mentioned PEPFAR. Let's remember that it was established by the former Republican president of the United States, George W. Bush, what many call perhaps the most important achievement of his presidency. The significance when you talk, Trevor, looking back at the end of apartheid in '94, white South Africans who make up, what, 7% of the population, owning farms that make up about half of South Africa. What are your thoughts on the information or misinformation we're getting in the United States about land seizures from Donald Trump and from the South African-born Elon Musk?
Well, white people, are sitting pretty. They managed to hang on to most of their wealth due to global and local economic processes. The rich continue to get richer and the poor get poorer. Most of the farmland, more than 70% of it is owned by white farmers. So basically, they're sitting pretty. They've got nothing to complain about. Perhaps, Amy, there's a saying, the guilty are afraid. Perhaps they know that this unjust situation where a tiny minority enjoys, most of the country's wealth and resources is not tenable, and sooner or later it will have to end.
And finally, Trevor, President Trump welcoming Afrikaner refugees into the United States as flight after flight takes immigrants from the United States, for example, to Guantanamo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, the white people here are not interested in going to the USA because they're having a good life here. The only thing that is bothering them is what I can call white fears in the face of black aspirations, indeed black frustrations, because after 30 years of democracy, not much has changed in terms of wealth ownership, in terms of basic improvement in the everyday lives of the people. White people, they are human beings. They can see that the suffering continues. They're just guilty. And they know that they should give away some of their wealth, but they are not prepared. So they are using politics, ideology, misinformation, and propaganda, some of them, to maintain the status quo.
Trevor Ngwane is joining us from Johannesburg, South Africa.
So what do you think? What do you think about all of these things? I said in previous videos that Trump is going to make a lot of people rich. He's going to make a lot of people happy. He's going to make a lot of people sad. This new Trump's presidency, this next 4 years, is something to write in the history books. It is going to be one of the most trying moments in our lifetimes, but have no fear. Have no fear. Let love guide you. You came with everything you need to be great. Go out and be great, because greatness, power, and energy lives within your essence. Tap into her, bring her out, and share with the world. Join others who are also doing the same. Have no fear. Let love guide you. Beacons of light here once again. Just be it. There's nothing to it. In fact, it's the only way of being your greatest self in this lifetime. Go out and be great. Change your mindset, change your behaviors, heal yourself, change your situations. There's nothing to it. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in yourself. Don't let any kind of distractions deter you from becoming your greatest versions. Not the media, not the news channels, not social media, not your girlfriends, guy friends, peers, whatever they may be. Have no fear. Go out and be great. Peace and always love. I'll catch you on the next one. Subscribe, like, and share this video. Drop a comment below. I would like to hear your thoughts. Peace and always love.